Welcome to another 88K model railroad video, and this is a continuation of our wiki demo layout build. And what we're going to do here in part 3 is create the plan using Anyrail. Then we're going to position the track sensors plus the station segments onto the layout, add any of the necessary parts that we need, and create a parts list. Then after that, we'll go into the next part, part 4, where we do the actual printout and the building of the foam module. So let's get started. Let's do let's get our plan done really quick. Let's go into layers, and what I did was I set up a layer with notes in it. And in the notes, I put the parts of the CV1, CV2, and then the sensors and the stations. Remember, we mapped out the in, the station, and then the out sensors. So we're going to build all of that in here, and we're going to use the notes as kind of a reference guide. So we can pick up the track parts here, and we can put them on the layout. So it's kind of like dumping them out of the box and onto the workbench. So we have the 150s, and there's 8 of them. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have the straight pieces, which is the 124 millimeter inch track. That's right here. So there's 3 of them. Then we have a feeder, which is a 62 millimeter feeder, and a 62 millimeter straight piece, which is here. Then on the CV2, we've got the turnouts. So there's 1 turnout, and then there's 2 track pieces. We won't worry about the switch controls. That's fine. Here's the switches here, 1 and 2, or left and right. And then we have another 2 curves, which is the 45 degrees, and that's that 150. Kit comes with the 150 radius track, which is this here. So now we have the station. So remember, we have the stations and the sensors. So what we're going to do is embed the sensors into the 62 millimeter straight pieces. So here's 1 and 2 piece. Then we're going to use a 124 millimeter straight piece for the station here. So now we can put those together here, and now we have 4 of them. So we'll copy and paste 1, 2, 3. So now here are our 4 stations. So now let's put in the pieces here, and we'll start with station number 4, and that goes here. And then let's see, let's put another straight piece here. Then we have another station. So this is station 1. And then now we have 1, 2, and then 2 here. And then we have our disconnect. I believe we have another piece here that gives us that point going inward here. And this is our other switch. And we have a station here. And turn here and here. And we have our station here. Okay, and now we needed to get some extra pieces, and it's a straight piece, and they're the 186 millimeters. So there's 1 here and 1 here. And then I believe we had another 124 millimeter, and then we had these two small pieces here, I believe, and we could fill that in with a oh, here we can do this to kind of help out. Let's bring this here. Okay, so this is a program or little app thing that I made. And what it does is it allows us, or it helps us to find a particular space. So let's see, for example, we have this gap here. And if we go into insert, we can bring down a ruler. And then with this ruler, we can measure the distance. So now we have like 72 millimeters, or 72 and a half millimeters. So if we bring up this little program, we can go in and put a target of 72 millimeters. And then what we can do is to find different values here. So we can put this value here and then calculate. And you see it comes up with 71 millimeters. So that 71 millimeters is close enough. Having it 1 millimeter off isn't a big problem for the track. So we can put in a 33 and a 38 inch, or not inch, a millimeter piece, and that should fill this gap. So we can take and move this, and if we go here to 38 and 33, so let's disconnect this here. Okay, there. So now we've got the layout built and all the tracks. So now we can do away with these. Don't need it. And now what we're going to do is to break up each one of the stations. And we can go in and if we right click, we can add isolators. So now we can start isolating the sensors out. Add an isolator here, and here, here, isolator here, isolator here, and then here's an isolator and an isolator. So now we have each one of the stations then set up there, but we want to kind of dig in a little closer. So let's go in, because remember we had the 64-inch piece, 124-inch for the sensor, or what we'll know as the station, and then another sensor, and the 62. So now this incorporates a one station, right? So if we go in and add here another isolator, now we can further break this down, and here we can create a station, and we'll call this station 1. And station 1 is a stop here. So now you can see it starts to add the colors to it, and now this will be a sensor. And let's call the sensors, and let's start giving a name to it. So we know that each sensor, there's an in, then there's a stop, and then there's an exit. So we'll call this IS1. So let's go here. We create this. We'll call this, this is an in, then a station, IS, and then 1. And now we know this is a detection. So here we go, this is an exit, and this is a station exit, and then this is 1. And this is detection. So now you can see it's starting to add the colors. Let's delete this out. We don't need this anymore. and we can go down. This is 1, so this is 2. And now remember, it's coming this way. Now it's going east to, I'm sorry, west to east. So in this case, we can add an isolator here. I add an isolator here. This will be called, this is I station in station 2. This is exit station 2. And this is station 2. Okay, this is station 3 here. Let's break this up. Isolator. Isolator. This isn't right. Remove it. And this is an isolator here. So this is also an entry. So this is going to be in, or this is I station 3. Detection. This is exit station 3. This is sensor or detection. And then this is going to be station 3. 3. And then now we've got here, set isolators, add isolators. Isolator here. So this is going to be, this is in station 4, detection, station 4. This is a stop. And this is an exit, station 4. This is a detection. Okay, so now we can see that everything's broken up in its color coordinate, but everything seems to be kind of matching. So let's go in and let's change this, and let's go into color. We'll change this to orange. Let's change this to there. Okay, so now you can see the layout itself. This is a complete plan. This is all the parts. Now if we go into File and we do Info, we can pick up the sections or get a list of the sections or the material. And you can also do it here. If we go here and do Material List. Now this gives us a list of all the pieces, so now you can use this to kind of go in and create a shopping list, and then you can order the parts and the track. Now the only thing that we added, I shouldn't say the only thing we added 2 186 millimeter pieces, then also the 33 and the 38 millimeter pieces is what we add based upon top of the CB1 and CB2 packs. So let's go, we can close this out. Okay, so let's send it here, and then now we're going to go into the next thing of printing out the layout.